Renault engineers did cry to me that there is no such thing like an engine available for what would be this iconic Renault 5. The car is so great, the car is so awesome that the car must be strong, it must be um, truly presentable for what it is. I mean, maybe they try to tell me it's not enough space anywhere to accommodate imagination. This is what this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car is. This car, Renault 5, this new Renault 5, this uh, new Renault 5. This is just really, really a beautiful toy. I mean, this guy also was involved in it. I was at his home. The same thing as to what this guy here was involved in it. Um, it's imagination. It's small, it's cute, it's incredible. If you ask me, this is truly, truly, truly incredible. This is iconic stuff. This is truly, truly legendary stuff. They are probably not going to reduce much price on this car because it's just, it will sell. It sells. It sells like a hot potato, man. This is crazy. And based on the design, based on what you get from the car, looking from the car, this is like a top of the top. You know what I mean? It's a top of the top. But saying to me that for this car and the performance wise, etc., 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 will not be possible because there is not enough space for the engine, etc., etc. It's going to be difficult because of the engine. And you already searched for the engines and you couldn't find the suitable engines. I really don't know how to see this stuff. Maybe that's true. Maybe I was too harsh in the first part. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was too harsh. Maybe there is not enough space here really up front. Maybe up front is just not enough for the legs and for the engine and this and that and so on and so forth. Maybe that's so. Maybe, and to come out and so that you would not say, somebody would not say, oh, I don't know, piece of shit and this and that. Maybe that is true, but you gotta fucking admit there is this a Renault with a 540 horsepower, a Renault 5 that you have made. Well, where exactly is that engine? What is going on with that stuff? What is it? Why is it that car has 540 horsepower, etc., etc.? You studied just like I study right now. You studied. We studied. Because I told you back then, listen, I told you, if you don't have the engine at the Renault to finish this project, if you don't have the engine at the Renault available that would be fit size-wise, because this is what your engineers claimed me is the biggest problem. And I was the one who told you. Then in that case, get the fucking Nissan engine. I told them, you are in a partnership with the Nissan Renault, one company, Nissan Renault. So take the fucking engine from the Nissan Micra and place one inside of this car, so that that people have that kind of stuff. And it's better be a top quality, this car. It's gotta be a top quality, this stuff, if you're gonna do this stuff here. We don't want this new because we want from the model like this one have 57 horsepower. Nissan Micra, they have a 131 horsepower engine inside. Get the fucking engine from the Nissan Micra. If you cannot do it yourself, do it with the Japanese. Get the engine from Nissan Micra and get it done the way it's supposed to be. Okay? You don't have to do everything by yourself, as long as it's a 131 horses inside of the little car like this with the gasoline. This car would probably go more than what I required, more than 180 kilometers an hour. The Renault 5, if you would sell one with 130 horsepower, because this is such a small car, that will probably go well across 200 kilometers an hour, which is not even too good. It's better for the car to have automatic transmission, or even if it doesn't have automatic transmission, manual transmission should also be offered to people. This car would be fast like a rocket. It can be done. Don't say that it cannot be done. And it must be done based on a top quality performance. Quality, reliability must be the main thing of the Renault, just the way you guys are famous, known about. You are one of the most reliable auto car makers in the world. The quality, your factory is known for the quality of the cars. Now, there is one other issue that I did not mention to you that was extremely, extremely important and a big deterrent for me from purchasing a Renault 5. This was this here. This was this stuff here. We had a big talk about this stuff. Remember when I told you about the chassis that you hear when the raindrops fall? That you can hear bluff, bluff, bluff. You need to improve what is known as isolation, izolacja. Or if it's a problem with the chassis, you need to fix that problem so the car can be more silent. This car would reach the rank of the Porsche, Mercedes, BMW if would be completely silent. Then this car would become truly, something else. You got time. That's why I did these videos, because barely you have released these Renault 5s in end of the 2024, 2025 now. So for another 15 years time that you're going to be doing, take time. You have 5 years of time. Give yourself the 5 years and develop the type of Renault 5 that I actually asked you for, and that customers are going to be eternally grateful to you. I think it's very important to have a strong customer base, because I think that people decide to buy cars based on exactly what I stated. The old French guy that you're going to ask him after 20 years, you're going to ask him, how are you happy with your Renault? It's time for you to change. It's time for you to upgrade to another. And it's going to say, no, I like my Renault. It's still working. Yes, I'm happy. It's still working very good. This is the best of the best. This is what, when people hear this kind of stuff, when they see this kind of stuff, they know that, and the younger people buying cars that they end up seeing themselves, likely are your future customers that will use cars, I'm talking about, that will eventually one day be buying new cars from you. This is my concept. This is the way I would do it. And you have time because this is such a successful model. With the little improvements if you do every year, with the little changes that you can do, you can place this car over course of the time to a totally different level. Do not repeat the same mistake as Chrysler have done with the Model 300. Never keep car the same. Keep improving the car because it's one of the most successful design is this car. Your car, Renault 5, whoever did this design for the Renault 5, whoever designed this car, this is a genius. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. There is nothing really I possibly could object to that. And so just keep up your work, that's all, and give your customers worth their money. That's all there is to it, you know. Yeah, I mean, this is truly, I did not look up forward to any car for a very, very long time, but yeah, this car is, it truly is. I mean, there is absolutely no doubt about it. This is truly, truly inspiring. Yeah, you can do it. You make the money with the sales, and over course of the time, if the sales don't reach that level, whatever the case might be, you can even reduce, you know, the number of manufactured cars, assembly, etc., etc. There are many different ways, but keeping this car on the market alive, this is a legend of the Renault, if you ask me. This is absolutely legend of the Renault. Yeah, you pop inside one engine like this one here, 131 horsepower. This one was manufactured in 2008. Go get the fucking car. If you have to pay them so they give you the license for this, ask them to give you better improvement, whatever it is. It doesn't matter, Renault, whatever the fuck it is, and get down and dirty, do it. That's all there is to it. Maybe this engine is even already from Renault. Maybe it was the Renault that gave this to Nissan, who the hell knows. But do it. I can't think of being somewhere in Germany, in Munich, let's say, and that I have to go to Brussels or Strasbourg or Paris or Madrid or whatever. Actually across the Germany where the speeds are allowed to go over 120, 130 kilometers an hour. I can't really picture this. I cannot imagine that I would have to be restrained to 150 kilometers an hour speed, when in fact not 130 horsepower, but look at this Nissan here with 110 horsepower. This little Nissan easily could transport me with well over 150 kilometers an hour to, let's say, Brussels or I don't know, Hamburg maybe, or who knows where across the Germany if I would go, offering me basically a much faster option than a fast train option. You know, it's a fucking problem. These electric vehicles, after all, you also do have to stop and refuel them. They have 400 kilometers, I understand these cars. The range is at 400 kilometers. Why? A simple engine like this, 110 horsepower engine, for the small car like Renault 5 it is, easily could push a Renault 5 over 200 kilometers an hour speed. Easily giving the driver the ability to go not 200 kilometers an hour, but easily give one the ability to travel at 160 kilometers an hour for as long as is necessary and just stop at the gasoline station to quickly refuel and move on with it. It doesn't have to be 130 horsepower. 110 horsepower for such a small car is more than sufficient. Truly is more than sufficient. It offers drivers less time spent at the gas stations Refueling with electric really is not convenient time-wise. And on the other hand, when it comes to the speed and stuff, if you need that, if you really need that stuff, sometimes the hell you need this stuff, you know. Or maybe to the people that just don't want electric cars. I think it should be done. I think it should be done. I think that the Renault customers, actually the car like this, I think for me, man, if you ask me about this car is really in a rank of the Porsche. Design wise, look at the design of this car. This is, if you ask me, this is better than small Porsche. This is truly admirable. It's practical and it's beautiful. It's sporty. It's elegant. Really elegant. It's too damn bad that it's just too bad that car would be just like this. Don't make the iconic car like this just like this. Don't do that. Give this car what it deserves. It deserves to be manufactured for 15 years. It's a strong price that's being sold for. This car will yield the Renault money. There is no doubt about it. And more than anything, this is a legend of the Renault. This car just says, just do it. Just sit inside and get it done. Small, practical. My God, yet elegant as much as Porsche. Elegant just as any Mercedes or even BMW. With its own unique design. Just get it fucking done. Do it. Do this for your customers. They deserve it. This family, this little family, this father, that I don't even know if what's going on, if the dad is still alive. I'm not sure about it. I don't even know if this family is still there. I am gonna follow up on this issue. It better be okay, this family, because this was the family that liked me. They had some problems with the neighbors because of this MK Ultra case. They better be okay. They also became rough and this and that, but this is just not their fault. And so I am gonna check on this issue. I have to tell you that I will come to Belgium and I will check about this stuff if these people are okay. I don't want any people that were involved in this stuff to get fucked because of me. I don't know what happened, but it was not a good feeling about this stuff. I'm just saying that I will follow up on this stuff and I will find out about what's going on with this family.